when you walk in, I know that you're a very, because of all your experience, and you have a very strong gut feeling a lot of time when you walk into a place. But I also know that you're very methodical in how you go through this. So could you describe your process?
Well, I think the first big difference is most people look from the company toward the customer. And I try to be the customer looking back at the company. So that's where many people are looking like, what will it take to get this customer to buy from us? I look and say, from the customer standpoint, what will it get me to want to buy from you? Okay.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite things that you do, is you always put yourself in that customer's shoes.
Yes.
And you take a great look at the competition or the other options available and sort of say, why should I make that change? So you look at the customer. What else do you do?
Well, so I look at the customer, which includes I interview customers, whether I ride along on sales calls or I sit in on sales calls, meetings, or I actually go myself, and I have tons of contacts, and so I can reach out to different people. Or a client of mine will say, here's a list of 10 prospects that we have not been able to sell. Please, look into, talk to them. So I talk to the customer, and one of the other things I do is people tend to zero in on, well, it's the builder's purchasing person or it's the architect, and I see it's the distributor, the dealer, the contractor, the builder. I look at, there are all of these decision makers and influencers, and I really want to understand, for this type of product, who is the decision maker and who are the influencers, because you can sell one person, but then the sale doesn't happen behind the scenes. All of a sudden you lose the spec, or the builder couldn't convince the contractor, and it makes no sense. But that's our business. We have a very unique business that you would think that if I sit down and sell somebody something, I've sold them, but in our business you haven't.